The commissioners have 5 billion, 5.4 billion allocated to them. For what purpose, Right Honourable Speaker? And yet they are members of Parliament who belong to committees.
Because our colleagues already got enough problems. I don't want to spire problems on them. Because I heard that each commissioner is getting 1.3 something billion. Honourable colleagues, the budget is not for commissioner, it's for the commission which we have as a secretariat within Parliament. That's the money where we have money, for example, for paying assistance of MPs with disabilities. That's where it comes from. That's a money, that's where travel also is, okay? And honourable colleagues, commissioners, there is nothing this commission has introduced that wasn't in the previous commissions. Yeah, it just came here. But what I can guarantee, honourable colleagues, is that there is no special allowance beyond the regular allowances or special facility beyond the regular what the commissioners have been getting over years that is provided for in this budget. So I really don't want us to go out and we paint our colleagues in a bad way. This is a very sensitive period. We tarnish our colleagues, and I really usually feel bad when I see a colleague. When we say each commissioner, you get the budget of the whole commission, and then you say each commissioner getting this much. It's very unfortunate. Honourable Mpuuga, you wanted to clarify further on that?
Well, Right Honourable Speaker, I think you've done just fortunate. If as a House we miss an element of courtesy towards each other, then we have no business being colleagues in this House. And somebody picks a microphone, whether he has read whatever rumor mongering on social media and makes it an issue of this House, and they speak in loud tone to appear as though they are authentic, they're unfortunate. A member said that he has even a sharing formula, and you member of Parliament, what's your name? Very unfortunate, Mr. Speaker. I thought, while we want to make Parliament accountable, we should never miss out on courtesy towards each other, even when we disagree on how Parliament works. It's very unfortunate. We restrain ourselves because we must work as Parliament. But when members choose to be personal, it's not acceptable. Right now, Speaker, we restrain ourselves because we believe that we have a duty towards each other, even when we disagree. I can address you disagreeably but honorably, and I can never impute ill motive towards a member.
Thank you.
Right Honourable Speaker, and that I request really members should try it. I cannot order them, but restraint. You cannot get a vote on my back that you won't be voted because you spoke so much about what you can't clarify. Right Honourable Speaker, I chair the Commission Audit Committee. If I rose to say you did this, you did that, people will take flight. But then I understand as a leader why Parliament works the way it does work. And therefore, self-restraint. You can question, but you cannot say you have no capacity to understand. If you have no capacity to understand, then you have no business being here. I thank you.
Thank you. So,
Mr. Speaker, sir, all our responses and answers are on record with the committee. There is no issue we did not deal with. Secondly, you stated clearly the constitutional provision relating to the budget. In effect, the President is really the Minister of Finance. He only delegates the Minister of Finance to act on his behalf. Thirdly, when we come here as ministers, it is fair to presume that we have exhaustively discussed these budgets in Cabinet. And the positions that we take in Cabinet We take them to the committees, and then the committees embed them in the reports. I wish to report, Mr. Speaker, sir, that when I appeared before the committee, I got feedback from the members. It is through that interaction that it's my duty as a minister to go back to the president, and if he sees me appearing in cabinet sweating and wounded from attacks from members, then I tell him we are not doing well. There are issues that have been raised. So during the cabinet meeting of yesterday, I put to him the question of cattle compensation, because the committee told me frankly that we are a big joke when it comes to cattle compensation. They blasted me. They said the people are getting the equivalent of a thigh of a cow, that we are giving meat, not cows. So I went back to the president and said, Mr. President, I put the proposal to the committee that we need, particularly for the most affected areas, namely Teso, Lango, and Acholi. And Mr. Speaker, this is not to say the other areas don't deserve compensation. They do deserve, but Mr. Speaker, this situation is like a hospital. In a hospital, we have got the intensive care, we have got the high dependency, we have got the general ward, we have got outpatients, and some of the people in outpatients, you even find them smoking in the compound. They are asking, what time is the doctor coming? While in the intensive care, patients are dying. They are all patients, but the degree of affliction differs. I want to state clearly that in the cabinet, all the other areas were mentioned, the places that deserve attention. I wish to report, Mr. Speaker, sir, that based on the motion I moved in cabinet, the president has agreed that the budget will be 150 billion, and it will be shared equally in the 3 sub-regions to deal with the intensive care. It doesn't mean there are no other patients, because they are...
Honourable Minister, I don't have much time, please. Conclude.
I do believe, Mr. Speaker, sir, that this being about the budget and this being about priorities, it is our duty to keep persuading the president to change his mind. I want to thank the chair of the committee and members of the committee that you have been very persuasive. And even those who, for instance, author minority reports like the Honorable do, he is extremely... Some of his concerns, of course, are based on genetics, and I doubt whether they... I think we wish to salute the spirit in which we engage with the committee. So Lango, Acholi, and Teso will each get 50 billion because the real Minister of Finance, who is the President, has accepted your recommendation, which we discussed. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.